The Swamp in Gainesville, where the #1 ranked Florida Gators have been almost unbeatable in the Spurrier era, the 1990s. And today, Spurrier's Gators take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. In the Swamp, since 1990, the Gators are 44-2, an incredible record on their home field. Series history with Arkansas, there have been only 3 prior meetings between these two teams on the gridiron. Last year was the first meeting ever in Fayetteville. The two clubs played in the SEC championship game of '95, the 1982 Bluebonnet Bowl in Houston, and this is Arkansas's first trip ever to the Swamp. Steve Spurrier, just an amazing record as the head coach at Florida in his 8th season, and with 77 wins and only 14 defeats at Florida. Danny Ford, a veteran coach who won a national championship at the age of 31 as head coach of the Clemson Tigers in 1981. So he is no stranger to winning either, and always is going to coach a hard-nosed football team that is very fundamentally sound football-wise.
Well, this team gave Florida all they could stand in the first half last year, as defensively that front seven can play.
Report to gate 4. Dick Crockett to gate 4.
In here with a 3-1 record overall. Their only defeat, a surprise loss at the hands of SMU. Bo Carroll, the freshman from Norristown, Pennsylvania, stands deep for the Florida Gators along with Elijah Williams. And the Razorbacks kick it away, and this is the freshman with the big hole to the 20. Bo Carroll, splinter speed, he may go all the way. Carroll is headed for the end zone on the opening kick, 95 yards for the touchdown.
And he was untouched, David, as he got great blocking by the Gator special teams and turned on that sprinter speed. What a way to open the ball game.
And Carroll has been mobbed by his Florida teammates. The freshman has this crowd on its feet in the Swamp. The official number on the return, 94 yards for Bo Carroll. And before you can get your
game last in the SEC on kickoff returns, and Bo Carroll just right at that roll.
Collins Cooper hammers in the extra point. That'll improve your average, a 94-yarder.
I think they'll slide up that ladder in a hurry.
Bo Carroll on the headset talking with the coaching staff upstairs, and here's another look.
And look at the job of blocking up front, as you see nothing but white shirts on the ground and a clear path for Bo Carroll as he just outruns the defenders.
Last time a Florida man ran one back for a touchdown on a kick, Riddell Anthony. He did it against Auburn back in '95. But that young man right there, the youngster from Pennsylvania, has done it to open the game against the Arkansas Razorbacks. And now Florida will kick it away here in the Swamp, where the Gators lead 7-0.
Stevenson kicking off.
Well, last year these two clubs played in Fayetteville. As you look at Robbie Stevenson, the junior from Bradenton, who will kick it off and has done an exceptional job this year. Last year the game in Fayetteville was a physical contest. Arkansas really beat the Gators up physically, especially in the first half of the game, and it was not until late in the third quarter when the Gators began to pull away and win rather convincingly in the end. Stevenson sends it deep, and it looks like it's going to be Henderson bringing it out. Ill-advisedly, Henderson is buried at about the 14-yard line by Terrace Ross, and also getting some help by Mike Peterson. The extra point by Cooper is good, and Florida, halfway through the first quarter, leads Arkansas now by the score of 14-0. A 94-yard kick return by Bo Carroll and a touchdown run by Fred Taylor, and the Gators are rolling. Spurrier era to an unranked football team. Bobby Stevenson ready to kick off. Also handles the punting chores for the Gators. And Henderson will drop to a knee as he got some good advice that time from his teammate Andre Amos, who tried to keep him back there the first time, and Henderson ran out. Let's take it to the field and Larry. Okay. Latterette punting it away for the second time. Beautiful kick. And Green will receive it at about the 30-yard line. Jaquez Green, who leads the Southeastern. Stevenson back to punt. Jeremy Flowers is the deep man for Arkansas. Low line drive kick, good distance. Flowers fields it at about the 20-yard line. And down he goes at the 22. 47-yard kick and no return for Arkansas.
Got him chasing him, and at the last minute, he just reaches up and plucked the ball away. Just good job. Too late.
You mentioned that a number of times that Dwayne Dixon does a great job coaching these receivers to keep their hands down until the ball arrives.
And that's the difference we saw on Eubanks' opportunity to make a reception. He put his hands up early. Fred Ware was able to reach back and put his hands in, keep it from catching the football. There we saw Jaquez Green with a similar scenario, but he waited till the last minute to make the catch, and there was no room for Marcus Campbell to react and defend.
All right, Green is a touchdown catch every. Well, the third-ranked Gator volleyball team will host LSU Sunday, October 5th, 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the O'Connell Center. All University of Florida faculty and staff will get in free with their UFID. Tickets $2 for adults. Florida students and youth 17 and under are also admitted free. Lady Gator volleyball, Mary Wise, their team ranked number 3 in the country. And back in action on Sunday at 1 o'clock at the O'Connell Center. Gator offense back. Stevenson barely got the kick away in time. And Flowers fields it at the 25. Run down from behind by Javon Curse. 39-yard kick and a -3 return yardage for the Razorbacks.
Well, David, the Razorbacks are behind in this ball game 21-zip, but you can see that this is a very scrappy defense that they keep tugging away, refuse to let the Gators run off and hide.
Well, the 13th ranked Gators soccer team.
Coach Dwayne Dixon's got to be real happy for because they've been trying to get him out of the blocks all year, and this is a play that was called for him to get a touchdown as we see Coach Dixon. First one to congratulate Doug Johnson. He comes off the field. Perfect throw and catch.
Johnson's
Beautiful corner route.
Second touchdown pass of the night. And look at this throw.
Oh, this is just on a string. Just perfect spiral. Beautiful throw. Easy catch. Nafis Kareem for the touch.
And the extra point by Collins Cooper is good. There is a flag down.
Before the snap,
and the penalty will go against Florida for motion.
The offensive line, 5-yard penalty.
And it'll be another extra point try by Cooper. Billy Young, the holder. The extra point try again is good. And the Gators, oh, they hit quickly with that drive. Now lead Arkansas 28-0. Doug Johnson a couple of touchdown passes. Fred Taylor a touchdown run, and Bo Carroll a 94-yard kickoff return. In the swamp there, number 1 ranked team leads Arkansas 28-0 late in the second quarter. Here's another look at the last Gator touchdown.
Rod Frazier does a good job of picking up Garner on the blitz. As you see, Kareem come wide open for an easy touchdown, as you see Duffy saluting his players as he runs to the sideline.
He threw the ball to Richardson. He threw the ball to Kareem. And just like that, the Gators were in the end zone. 2 plays. 58 seconds on the clock. Doug Johnson now with 19 touchdown passes this season.
A typical Gator drive.
And that was Kareem's first career touchdown catch also. Robbie Stevenson will kick it off. And it is the freshman Henderson bringing it out. And this time he at least does get the ball back out to the 20-yard line. Good special teams play. Nick Shirali was there to make the tackle. He's a sophomore, solid as a rock at left tackle. And the Gators could certainly use the big junior from Tallahassee in the coming weeks as LSU and Auburn and Georgia loom ahead.
Well, David, we opened the telecast talking about how important it was for the Gators to win the football game, but also to get out of here without any major injuries. So let's hope that Zach Billups will be okay for next week's ball game.
Well, the Gators hope to get Ed Chester and Reggie McGrew both back for next week's game at LSU. Gators kicking off. Henderson out to the 20-21 yard line. And that's where Arkansas will take the football. The Razorbacks had some success on their last series of the second quarter, I should say. But prior to that, got very little done. The Florida Gators add 7 more early in the second half and now lead Arkansas 35-0. Robbie Stevenson kicks it off. This is Moss from the 1. Trey Moss brings it out to the 19-yard line where the Razorbacks again will take the football well under the belt, 42-0. But there have been injuries that cause concern among the orange and blue faithful for coming weeks. Robbie Stevenson kicking it deep. And it is Moss. Boy, the Gators have really been outstanding in special team coverage tonight. That's number 81, Nick Shirali again, who's had a couple of big hits in special team play. And delivers a severe blow there to Moss. Let's go to Loudermilk. Juggled the ball a bit, but held on for the catch. And Arkansas has scored with 10 minutes, 59 seconds to play in the
Gator defense is that you stop them, and then you force them to kick the football, and they get a gift where the ball is fumbled by the returner, giving him good field position, and they're able to hit a big play to get it into the end zone.
Florida 42, Arkansas 7. The happiest guy right now probably is Bo Carroll on the Florida sideline. Not that he's glad his team gave up a touchdown, but he's got a chance to return another kick. Maybe not. Yeah, it is going to be Bo from the 2-yard line. And there will be no miraculous return here as Bo Carroll taps the Arkansas player on the helmet after about a 20-yard return out to the 22-yard line. Georgia directly in front of them. Trey Moss from the 4-yard line. And Dwight Edge did a nice job shaking off 2 tacklers, number 82 on special teams play. Shirali also was there. Well, Palmer is, by the way, 5 of 10 now with a couple of touchdown passes. And I bet of the 5 passes that were incomplete, Nat, 3 or 4 of them were dropped.
At least 3. At least 3 I know of were dropped. And the other 2 were questionable, could have been caught.
So he has looked good tonight, the freshman. Robbie Stevenson will kick it off with 1:07 to play in the game. Razorbacks have not had much success returning kicks tonight. Loudermilk brings